Alrighty, guys. So today we're going to be putting together the For the People Legendary Auto Rifle from Destiny. So I've got some of my tools here. I've got a very large thing of quick acting super glue, whole bunch of razor blades, rubber bands, and then I've got my trusty toolkit with a whole bunch of assorted pliers and screwdrivers and things of that sort in order to pull off a lot of the support material that printed with the 3D prints. So I've got a box here full of a whole bunch of stuff. It took roughly 3 days to print this whole thing. So here's the main trigger group and drum assembly. I actually put this together already. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this out of the way. I actually went ahead and printed this in 3 separate pieces only because I lost power at part of the day because we were having a really big storm. So I already went ahead and glued this together because this is really going to be the main cementing backdrop for everything. Or not backdrop, but because this is going to be the real cement foundation for the rest of the gun because everything comes off of this. So I glued this together last night and I let it sit today. So really, I mean, it almost looks like a kind of a gun already for, I don't know, like a grapple hook or some kind of weird, I don't know, something weird. But anyway, so we've got that. We've got the primary something or other, I forget what it is. It's got the action lever, the charging handle on it. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff on this that can go ahead and be thrown away. Now, one other thing to know with these 3D models is when you print them is this is actually part of the gun, but there's all infill right here. Now, this will just pull right off, and that's fine. But what you can do then later is you can just go ahead and glue this back together to the main model. So, and you can just see, a lot of the support material that comes out of it, it's just hollow. It's all just air, mainly. I mean, there's a little bit of material here. Not a big deal though, so you just go ahead and you throw that out. I recycle that sometimes and reuse it if I'm using a hot knife and I need to, glue something together. I'll actually use the PLA because it is a thermoplastic and it's really strong. And then we've got the end of the barrel. Oops. We have another part which I've started to pull, pieces off of. Let me go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. We've got another part of the barrel. The buttstock, another part of the buttstock, and part of the actual handle, another random piece, these weird leaflet things that have the two, some sort of futuristic technology device, I don't know. Anyway, that, a shroud for the barrel, for the upper part, I believe. Another one of those weird fins, and then the lower part of, I'm guessing it's the grip, who knows. So anyway, yep, that's everything. So here are all our pieces. We'll just go ahead and lay these out. And here we go. Everything we need. Now, I don't mind putting all this stuff together. Some people, if you really want to get around putting all these little pieces together, I guess go ahead and buy a really big 3D printer and worry about, getting it to work all the time. For me, putting all these little pieces together, it's not a big deal. And I put together enough gun to model kits in my life that this is nothing compared to doing a perfect grade or hundreds of master grades like I have. So, first thing you want to do is go ahead and start cutting off the brim that's actually around a lot of the models. As you can see, you've got that little plastic at the bottom here. That helps support it to the model, or helps support the model to the build platform. And a lot of times this stuff will just peel right off. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through me getting all these pieces ready, and then we're going to go ahead and put it together. Alrighty guys, about 20 minutes later here, and we've got all these pieces cleaned up enough to get them glued together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the buttstock. No pun intended. There we go. Go ahead and take this. There you go. You got another part of the housing taken care of. So we're going to go ahead. And there we go. Another piece put together. There we go. What I'm going to do is I've got 4 large sections here. I've got the main trigger housing, the buttstock, primary barrel assembly, and primary firing assembly, and some of the other miscellaneous parts. So we've got all this right here. Now what I'm going to do is, since I glued this first, this is still a little bit tacky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait about half an hour. I'm going to come back, I'm going to pull this apart, and I'm going to start attaching some of these main pieces then and start putting it together. So I'll see you guys in about 25 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to keep it the original color scheme or if I may end up doing something a little bit custom just to modify it, because I have a feeling in the next Destiny game they're going to allow us to do custom skins on our guns. So we'll see. Maybe I'll start doing that a little bit sooner. So we have all these pieces here done. We have the lower trigger group, upper assembly, and buttstock. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put them all together. Should go something like that. And there we go. Yep. Whoops. Alrighty, so that's cool. I like that. Be right back. You have one lower assembly for the people from Destiny. I like this thing. This thing's really cool. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull this top rubber band off because I don't need it at the moment. Take the upper assembly and slide it on. Just like that. Oops. I'm going to take that rubber band, bring it all the way around the front. And now we've got... Oh, I like this. I like this thing a lot. This is really cool. Now, I'm going to have to peel it apart a little bit and put a lot of super glue in here. So give me a moment. Try to breathe any of this crap in. And I do apologize in the videos here. I know I'm not doing as much talking as you guys would probably like or explaining things, and I'm not very used to doing this, so I will get better with it. It just kind of sucks as my apartment is kind of small, so I am very limited on my space at the moment. And here we are, guys. We have got a completed for the people. This thing came out really, really cool. It's going to take me a day or two to get the last little pieces finished up and get some cleaning done and the last little bits of detailing. I'm going to have to find a nice scope that I'd like to put on the top here. I'm thinking maybe just a simple scout rifle scope, since it's, or maybe just iron sights. Given that this is an auto rifle, I mean, accuracy at long range is not really a big thing unless you're shooting at something very large. So maybe just a good set of iron sights, but you know, a little bit of paint and some cleaning up and some sandpaper. But all in all, really, really cool. I'm really happy with the way this came out. I think there's going to be a lot more of these going up on the walls. Haven't made these before. I got some heavy rocket launchers and some stuff and some machine guns in the other room, and I might be making the Super Good Advice sometime here in the future. A lot of people don't like it. I still think it's a good gun. Not for the game. I think it sucks in the game, but I like the way it looks. So we may be making that. But all in all, though, very cool. I like this thing. So stay posted for more videos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that favorite and like button. We love to see new people joining our channel. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me. I usually get back to people within a couple hours. I'm fairly attached to my email, especially for work. So don't feel free to reach out to, or I'm sorry, feel free to reach out to us. And until next time, I'm Bert from Pixel Armory Guys, making more cool stuff. See you later.